And welcome to another episode of the Football Prediction Today podcast show, where we bring you football predictions, insights, correct scores, and our predictions about football predictions, basically to help you make better informed decisions as you go about sports betting every single day. Okay, so if you're tired of doing this on your own, you're looking at whether it's just to get more information or to get help, assist, with the tips that you go about for, or just a bragging right amongst your friends, you can find the right events and predictions here on the channel to help you do that. Okay, that's why we set up this channel basically. So before now, we have a record from the 18th of this month, till date. Try to do a roundup now, kind of summary of how our performance has been, before now. So we've had an audit done, and I could tell you that we're winning 77%, of the tips that we provided from the 18th of this month up until now. We've done 77% win rate. Basically, that's the average that we win every single day. And then we lost 22%, of 78%, and 22 percent of those were lost. So it is a huge, chunk of good games out here for you to pick from. So all you have to do is watch this video till the very end and go with the picks that you agree with, basically. And over time, you should be able to beat the odds in the long run and improve your chances of winning significantly because you have like 78%, accuracy on a daily basis, for you to pick out from. And that's just basically it. So if you're carving out sleeps, definitely your sleeps should be successful going by what's given on the channel. So that being said, don't forget to hit the like button. It takes 1 second to do that. If it's your first time coming across the channel, these are the numbers we achieve here. And if this sounds like something you're interested in, football prediction, something you're interested in, kindly hit the subscribe button to become a part of this community of savvy sports traders that we are building right here. And everyone should not forget to turn your notification bells on so you'll be the first to know when we put something of value on the channel and you do not miss out on important updates as we go on this journey to beating the odds. So welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I will be your humble host on this daily podcast show where we bring you football predictions and insights, correct scores also for your use. Yesterday we had kicked off a prediction, correct score prediction segment on the show, and the game we predicted was between Arsenal and PSG, and it turns out that nobody was able to get that correct score right. So yeah, that's not really a good one. That's not really good one, but that's just basically you know yeah, that's a waste. That shout out is gone. However, today we have another sporting event that we will be predicting for the culture. For the culture, leave your comments in the comment section, your prediction, what you think the scoreline will be. And sporting event we're going to be predicting today is the game between Barcelona and Inter Milan, and that's the game we're going to be predicting today. So leave us your score, what you think the scoreline will be in the comment section. We'd like to see that and stand the chance to get a shout out on the channel if you get your predictions correct, basically. Okay, guys. So that being said, let's get right into the business for today. We have a couple of sporting events for you and options as always. So let's get right into that. First sporting events between Barcelona and Inter Milan, and the best bet option for us will be to go with an over 1.5 goals to be scored here in that sporting event. Next, we have the game between Atletico Nacional and Deportivo Pasto, and we think that the home team winning is the best bet, to go with in the sporting event as far as that's concerned today. Next, you have that game between Pafos and Apollon Limassol FC, and our prediction here will be to go with the home win or draw as the best bet option in this sporting event. Next, we have that game between Omonia and AEK Lanaka FC. And we think that the best bet here would be to go with an under 3.5 goals to be scored in this sporting event today. Next, we have that game between Bromby and Silkeborg from Denmark, and we think that over 1.5 goals will be the best bet option to go with in this sporting event if you're looking at backing it today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Haras El Hudud and Pyramids from the Egyptian Premier League, and we think that the best bet option to go with here will be to go with the away win in the sporting event today. And next we have that game between Project and Al Ali, still from Egypt. And we think that the best bet, to go with today will be to go with the away team to win in this sporting event today. Next, we have the game between Blackpool and Birmingham City playing today from the England League One. And we think that the best bet option, to go with in this sporting event would be to go with the away win or draw in that sporting event today if you're looking at backing it. Next, we have the game between Mansfield and Peterborough United. And we think that the best betting option in this sporting event is to go with an over 1.5 goals to be scored here in that sporting event, basically. Next, we have that game between Aston Villa ladies and Arsenal Women Football Club. And we think that the best bet option to go with here will be to go with the away team to win in this sporting event today. Next, we have the game between Manchester United Women and Chelsea Women. And we think that the best bet option to go with here is to go with the away team to win or draw in this sporting event today. Next game takes us to South Africa. And, we have that game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Richard Bay FC. And we think that the best bet to go with here is to go with the home win in this sporting event today. Um, and next sporting event we have the game between Orlando Pirates and Sekune United. This is from South Africa Premier League also. And we think that the best bet option to go with here is to go with the Orlando Pirates to win here in this sporting event today. Next, we have that game between Viking and Haugesund. And we think that the best betting option to go with, if you're looking at backing this event today, is to go with the home win in this one today. Next, we have that game between Al Nassr and Kawasaki Frontale, from the AFC Champions League. And we think that Al Nassr, Ronaldo and his cohorts, of course, should be able to win this one today in this sporting event. And that's what we're going with as the best bet option for that one. Next, you have the game between Tukums 2000 TSS and Dalgaf Pills, and we think that, the best bet option in this sporting event is to go with an over 1.5 goals to be scored in this sporting event. Basically, next we have that game between FC Van, and Noah, and this is from the Armenian Super Cup, and we think that the best market option to go with here is to go with an over 1.5 goals to be scored in this sporting events today. Next, we have that game between Sierra Leone under 20 and Egypt under 20 from the International Youth African Cup of Nations taking place currently. We think that Egypt should be able to win or draw in this sporting event today. Next, we have that game between USM Alger and ASO Chief, and that's from Algerian League One. And we think that under 3.5 goals will be seen in this sporting event today. We don't expect to see up to 4 goals in that one today. Next, we have that game between Botafogo and Capital CF. And we think that the home team should be able to win today in this sporting event, given that one we have there. Then we go have the game between Fluminense, and Aparecidense, and we think that the home team should be able to win in this sporting event today as the best bet option if you're looking at backing that one. Next, we have the game between Sao Paulo and Nautico, and we think that the best bet option to go with is to go with the home win here in this sporting event. Next, we have that game between CSK Moscow, Zenith, and CSK Moscow, and we think that under 3.5 goals will be the result in this sporting event today as far as goals are concerned, and that's the best bet option for that particular sporting event. The final game to Worthing and Maidstone United, and we think that the home win or draw will be the best option for the sporting events today if you're looking at backing it, that is. All right, so these are the sporting events we have for you for the first section of this video, along with the best bet option as far as we are concerned. We are sharing our opinions with you, so it's up to you to pick the ones that you agree with, and run away with those. Just a couple of events. You don't have to put everything in one sleep, just a couple of events here and there, and you carve out 2, 3, 4 sleeps, and do not repeat events, and should be good. At the end of the day, we talked about having 77, percent accuracy so far from the 18th till now. So that should tell you, how to go about this. And then it's important to note also that, you have to always come with a strategy when you're doing sports betting. I said this yesterday, because you counter losses, it is inevitable, but how do you bounce back from those losses is the most important, part of this video. So just a gentle reminder here to, remind you guys to please take 1 second to hit the like button. It's very important to do that. If you've not done that now, it's free of charge, and takes us 1 second, of course. And if you're first time coming across the channel, this is what we do. We provide you with insider, news about sporting events taking place today and our predictions. Basically, for now, we're not be provide insights because of technical issues that we've had, or we're working on fixing that, really soon. And we'll be back to doing that. But for now, this is how it's going to be. And of course, you've heard how the results went. 78% of those accurate, which is very, very good enough, for what you should need before we get that, information and insights back up. Okay, so next section of this video is going to be 4 correct scores. So let's get right into that. All right, so welcome to the correct score segment of this video, where we're going to be looking at sporting events today and their correct scores, for those who like correct score lovers, and also these correct scores will guide you as to how to bet on these events and where we expect them to go to, basically, at the end of the day. So the first sporting event we have correct score for is a game between Barcelona and Inter Milan, and we think that the correct score in this sporting event will be 2-0 in favor of Inter Milan. This is the game we asked you guys to predict, basically, in the comment section. So leave your own correct score prediction about this sporting event in the comment section below. Next, our sporting event correct score we have is game between Blackpool and Birmingham, and we think that the correct score for this sporting event will be 1-2 in favor of Birmingham in that sporting event. Next, we have the game between Mansfield and Peterborough, and we think that the correct score here will be 1-3 in favor of the away team. That's Peterborough United in that sporting event. Next, we have the game between Aston Villa women and Arsenal women, and we think that the correct score here will be 1-3 in favor of Arsenal women playing today. Next and finally, we have the game between Manchester United women and Chelsea women, and we feel like 1-1 will be the final score line, correct score prediction for the sporting event today, in that one. So these are the ones we have for you today. Hope that you'll be able to get something good from the odds that this correct score provides, or use them as a direction for your prediction as far as these particular sporting events are concerned. Okay, guys. So that being said, that will be all for now. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and it's really, I hope that you'll be able to find something of value from this. Do not forget to hit the like button. 1 second, free of charge. Subscribe first time coming across the channel, and do not forget to turn your notification bells on, everyone, so you'll be the first to know when we post something of value on the channel. Okay, guys. So that being said, sports betting is involves significant amount of risk. So don't take information that we provide here as financial advice. It is not financial advice of any sort. Okay, it's just information being shared for you for your education and entertainment purposes, because we're going to track these events and we're tracking them in our Telegram community. So if you want to join our community, the link will be pinned in the comment section. And we also leave a 2 hour sleep every day in the Telegram community. Every single day we do that. So you can want, if you're the type that is interested in that, you can join us there for that also. As we speak, we have a couple of games we just called out now that have been earmarked to kick off early, and we've bundled those into a 2 hour sleep and we've dropped it in Telegram community. So you can check that out, see how it goes. I hope you meet that early. But if you don't, we do that every other day. So nothing is lost. You will still get to meet that there, basically. So that's that for that. There are factors that can affect the outcome of these events. It's important to tell you that. So you want to gamble responsibly. You have factors like VAR, you have red cards, you could have own goals scored in those sporting events, and you have penalty kicks conceded, in those events. Those can affect the outcome of those events. They are real factors, and they do affect the outcome of those events. And you have also injuries to key players right in the middle of these sporting events can just turn it around, and so it's important to note that, and knowing that you have to gamble responsibly, and do not stake more than you can afford to let go of. So basically that's just it. And so till we see you again in the next episode of this video with odds be in our favor. Always, guys. Peace out.